to keep the money coming in. What do I do? Writing until I need a pen. Gotta make the right decision. No, it might just be my last. People view everything.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. So don't say nothing.
And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 43 is the mark. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Target. Hey, 0. Almost special.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Watch the slant.
throwing is Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wilson.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Check three. Check out.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Balaj, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try again.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at it.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Balaj. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. They want this.
Here's a run with Balaj. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Balaj. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back two, Mike. Back two. Watch one.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. On 1st down, Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They run it with Balaj. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Caleb Balaj from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now he's back out there to boom
turned this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 4, this is second down and 1.
Back to throw here. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 52. Check. Crunch. 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 Hold up. Hold up.
Now Wilson on first down.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On second down, here's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
To throw is Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now Balaj. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
We'll be back after this. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Play action. Now Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 30.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson.
Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
14. Coming after you. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Throwing now is Wilson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Night, sweetheart. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Switch out.
Wilson to throw. Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, I got you. 14, run it.
Now Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
A 46-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Still going. And he will score.
Touchdown, Washington.
They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead. And coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
They should have known, baby.